And back at the Classic of the Country, I am Matt Croy, alongside longtime legendary basketball coach for the Highland Lady Hawks, that being Dave Schlabach. Now, Dave now retired from being the head coach for Highland, but still very much involved with basketball as well as the Classic of the Country, Dave. And Dave, for you to get a chance to take a step back here and kind of now still be involved with the Classic, what's that been like for you?
Good. A year ago, being able to be on the bench with Brady, and I loved every minute of that. And he's so ready. He's got a great staff, and he does such a great job. And it had kind of been in the plans anyway. I'm just a fan now, helping with some scouting. I enjoy that part of it, and then just a lot of time with the Classic still. Keeps me involved. I love the relationship that I built with the college coaches and the other high school coaches, so get a chance to catch up with some of them this weekend.
Well, Dave, you mentioned the Classic of the Country. Of course, you've been involved with this so many years and getting this started 21 years ago. What are the biggest things you do as far as still being involved and getting this ready to go every single year?
Just kind of making sure that we have a great volunteer group. We've got a great amount of sponsors that continue to help out with the event. And so between Brady and I, we're reaching out to those folks, kind of filling those gaps and those sponsorships, and that's been super. And then just the little things. We whether it's coordinating the officials or the hospitality, feeding the college coaches. So many people have been doing it for so long, I really don't have to do much anymore. Just make sure things are in the right place at the right time.
It works out pretty well here. Just to get a chance to see all these college coaches come every year here. Just to being here in Holmes County and Berlin, seeing that every year. I know we're getting used to it now, but what's that been like for you just to be able to see that in some of these big schools down to the smaller schools?
Yeah, Sunday's always a big college day. Saturdays a lot of them play. So they're in full force. It almost feels like a little bit close to where it was before COVID. The fans are here, packed house today, a lot of colleges today and tomorrow. And yes, it's just a good reminder of what opportunities we give the high school girls in the state of Ohio by being able to be seen from so many schools. So the college coaches, they continue to love it. They tell us it's the best place to go in the country. We treat them great. We feed them well. And we give them a lot of good basketball to watch.
You certainly do. And Dave, being a long-time head basketball coach yourself and coaching a lot of great teams here, having an event like this, it really does showcase all the great talent in girls basketball in the state of Ohio, doesn't it?
Yeah, Bryce McKee is kind of taking on Tom Jenkins' role, he did such a great job of looking ahead. The college coaches, they want to see the best freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, especially in the state of Ohio. Those are the kids that aren't signed yet. They want to see them in a great environment against good competition. And we're giving them that. So Bryce has just put together a great lineup. We got some of the top 10 players in the country here, and the coaches appreciate it. 8-minute half times, 8 minutes between games. They don't have to sit around and wait for another game very long. We're rolling.
Go right after it here for sure. Now, you mentioned on the coaching side, I want to ask you about that too here briefly here. Finishing up as being the head coach after the season before, getting a chance to be with Brady last year and what that's been like. Just talk about what that dynamic has been, a chance to be with Brady here on the bench here and kind of help him, kind of groom him to get to be the head guy this year by himself.
I was looking at some pictures a while back. Brady sitting on the bench with me when he was about 4 years old. So, he's been on a lot of benches, and he's the guy. He's in a perfect spot. I think he does a great job. High energy, very positive, and then he knows his basketball. And that was nice last year just to be able to sit there and give him what I can or whatever he needed. And now we do a lot more talking before and after games. He's good to go during the games. If I can give him a little bit of help before or after with scouting, it's been fun for me.
That's great. And watching this Highland team this year, you've seen how they kind of take that next step and had a great season so far.
They got all the pieces to the puzzle. Got a great point guard and great supporting cast. And, like every other team, they need to stay healthy and stay humble and keep working. But they put themselves in a good position to have a good year.
Dave, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, it's Dave Schlabach here at the Classic in the Country.